Football on the horizon and a great place for it. Welcome to historic Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today we've got a battle here in the NFC North. It's the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And here we go from Lambeau. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
Kate, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills, and it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
7 yards there, that brings up second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Here's 2nd and 2. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll get it up to the 44. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the gun, Goff finds him over the middle. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You train a little bit of speed, sure. And you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. And a fair catch made here at the 17. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock his 3rd as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
Give a lot of credit to Jordan last year. Worked through a bunch of injuries over the course of the season. Remember, the Packers were down and had to claw themselves back to the playoffs. And this kid's averaged almost 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns a year the last 2 years as a starter. A big reason why they've made the postseason both times.
Love going to air this out to start. He's a little bit up to the 21. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
2nd and 8. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Now Love on the play fake. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. That play good for 17 on a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Going run again with Jacobs. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That's Marcus Davenport with the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Running on 1st here with Jacobs. Pushing for the red zone. And they'll finally bring him down at the 22. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's good for a Packers first down.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and say these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers, but they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
They go counter, it's Jacobs. Well, that's not what the offense started about. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Short pass brought in. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
4th down, here's Love. Has his man, it stops. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Love. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Jordan Love, the touchdown. A Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Lions nothing.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. First down throw from Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it or, in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Second down now, 7 to go. Running it with David Montgomery. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Isaiah McDuffie on the tackle. A gain of 15. And the Lions first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Throwing is gone. Screen here for Gibbs. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap here to Goff. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
87, Sam Laporta.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. He fires one deep down the right sideline. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They put a receiver in motion right. This is Gibbs on second down. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Now gone. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Detroit.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. Connects on one to Jamison Williams. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Off now on third down. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Working inside the red zone. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. Off play action, Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Just 3 yards between them and a touchdown. It's third and goal. Gibbs. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on third and goal.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. Coverage Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Packers taking the field now. Their second series of the game coming up. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Play action, Love. That one way too far up there, they can't connect.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurried throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Love from the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Okay, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The offense headed out now for Detroit. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st down, it's gone.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking down to 2nd and 9. Motioning Williams left. Back to Gibbs now on 2nd. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And the Packers are there. He's hauled down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Hey, 3rd down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
It'll be another punt. Jack Fox out there once again. Jaden Reed on the return for the Packers. Juke the defender. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Out now runs the Packer offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And this one doesn't go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
3rd and long for him here. He's got it inside the 25. And he's got them quite the gain here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
1st down throw, here's Love. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to the air. Love. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's good for a Packers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Now Love on the play fake. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7.
14, 9-7.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. It gives Montgomery to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Hey, it's not a sack, but these edge players love chasing down runs for negative plays and tackles for loss.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the gun, Goff. Short pass brought in. And he nabs him about 12 yards there before going out. But even with that, it's still 3rd down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Goff out of the gun on 3rd. This is brought in by Laporta. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st down, ball at the 36. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. On the draw, this is Gibbs. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass, and they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Finds Laporta. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Shotgun snap here to go. He has the 1st over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
They'll go right side with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Goff to the air now. And he can't escape. The Packers drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Here's Goff. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Bates' kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Nixon now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Packers are headed back to the field, so we'll get a look at Romeo Doubs. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Finds him over the middle. And they'll have a small gain up to about the 32. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, it starts at the 37. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. On the sneak, it's low. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Love out of the shotgun. Pass caught out right by Golden. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll be 1st down Packers.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Running right, here's Jacobs. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To the air with Love. Throwing this back in the end zone. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers now lead by 10. Jaden Reed, the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers drive their lead to 11.
Lions 10.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Craig Reynolds to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Off play action, Goff. Oh, look at this, here he goes.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB and gave him just enough room to run.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. Good pickup, but he's denied that first down. The stop comes at the 32-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down. We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. It's the Lions with only a yard to go here on 3rd down. Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. 3rd down run by Gibbs. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and that'll be first down, Detroit.
You love a huddle. Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down throw from Goff. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Throw complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Goff. On the move, past the 40. And they get this down to the 28. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Detroit.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They're going to throw again. Goff. There's another one to Williams. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Throwing again. Here's Goff. That's complete to Slow. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. He's going to be driven backwards. Looks like he's at the 8. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Third and 4 coming up now. Goff back to throw. He's got it. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our 2nd half. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Escapes a defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out comes Green Bay. They have the first series of this 2nd half. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. First call here coming from the shotgun. And up to Jacobs to start the drive. And powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Love from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He's out in the clear. And they're going to love that, partner, as Love slides down after picking up the first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Thrown on first down, Love. Man downfield, he's got it. That's Dogs. They get 28 out of that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Hand off, running right, Jacobs. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Love now. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got it, complete to Reed. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Jacob will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Gets it again. And he is in this time. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on first down, they go right back to the ground and score just one play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that first down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers push their lead to 18.
Lions 10.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter.
On
now is McManus to kick this away. going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Lions offense returning to the field. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Start on the ground with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the gun, Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Big gain downfield. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out to one of those spots out wide.
Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap here to go. Completed over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Out of the shotgun, gone. This is brought in by Laporta. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Gain of 10. 1st down, Detroit.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Here's 2nd and 11. Quick slant, that's Williams. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
And the Lions 1st down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Goff to the air now. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Again, Goff. The throw is caught. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
St. Brown. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Goff off the play action. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. They send a tight end in motion. They give up the gut to Montgomery. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. He gets a chunk of 4 yards, leaving them just a yard from the end zone. 3rd and goal.
Now we get to a very interesting call on 3rd down. Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error? Just a single yard to go.
It's Montgomery again. And he will not be denied a second time. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions start the second half with some needed points. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions make it an 11-point ball game.
Lions 17.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Nixon now to return it. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Jacobs running behind center. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it'll be first down, Packers.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Love now on 1st and 10. Nice caught out right by Golden. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. And after this play, there's a Lion out there who got the worst of it. He's in some discomfort as they head out to check on him. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Love out of the shotgun. He sends this one to the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Whew, I think the coverage got away with one right there, Kate. There was actually space, and if that throw came out 1 second earlier, that could have been 6.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To the air with Love. He's loaded another one up. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
The Packers send out their punting unit. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. The Lions and running back David Montgomery getting back to work. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10. Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
It's Montgomery on the counter. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Devontae Wyatt finishing that play off.
This defense may have been headed the wrong way initially on that counter run, but they never lost contain. As that play shifted back, they flowed with it and caught him before he could break it up the sideline.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Goff setting to throw. That one complete to St. Brown. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Montgomery now up the middle. He's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Play action here with Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Goff back to throw. Yet another grab for Williams. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Montgomery gets it from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
No run here. It's Montgomery. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. David Montgomery with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
The Lions offense looks like they're staying out there. We got a 2-point try coming up. This is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in. The lead, only a field goal now.
28. Lions 25.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Nixon now to return it. This makes it up to the 25.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
3 quarters in the books from this one. The Packers with it. They have the lead late, but this game is close. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Love from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. They've got a man in motion. Love now off the play action. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air. Love. It's Reed downfield, and he's got it. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain.
You know, Kit, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators of the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. They go counter. It's Jacobs. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's second down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes second and 1. Here's Love. He brings it in. And he'll have a pickup of 3, which is good enough to make it first and goal.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. They'll run. Jacobs. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's second and goal. Jacobs again. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. He'll get a couple, and now they face third and goal from the 6.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
Love now on third and goal. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Kicked well, and this is good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, the field goal won't cost him a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Reynolds with a return. And This drive will start inside the 25. The Lions getting ready to return to the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
The 26-yard line.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. From the gun, Goff. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Intended target there was Sam Laporta. And it's 4th down. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Punt meets him at the 28. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic 1st down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this 1st down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
A gain of 14. And the Lions.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Completed over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Out of the shotgun, Goff. It's on target to Williams. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
1st down, Lions.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Off play action, Goff. That's complete to the back, David Montgomery. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Again, Goff. Now set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Goff now on 3rd down. Setting up the running back screen. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions come through to tie it in the 4th. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown, I'd give half a point to the sell job of a quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that one.
And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Makes the score Lions 32, Packers 31.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Nixon now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 3 now. From the 32. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now they have 3rd and short.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Love on 3rd and short. He's got his man. This is Kraft. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Love. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. That's one he knows he should have had. So it'll be 2nd down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. That's caught for the first. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that run.
So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down is short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
An important attempt coming up here for Brandon McManus. This one from an even 40 yards out. Cracking for it, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Brendan McManus.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Reynolds with a return. Jukes out a one-stop. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gone. It's caught by Montgomery. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
From the 29. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Looking to throw. It's his running back. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Lions trail by a couple. Running on second with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. He gets 6 on that play, and that gives the Lions the first.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Detroit.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Big game continuing for Laporta. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First down.
Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Montgomery. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. The Packers take their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down here at the 16. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Now try to run for it with Montgomery. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Setting up to pass. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. And look to throw it. That one connects. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions jump in front now by 5.
39. Packers 34.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled for a short gain. Timeout taken by the Packers. Their 3rd and final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Love from the gun. That one's incomplete over the middle. This one misses the tight end. And that means 3rd down coming up.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw it. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at a 4th down.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Their hand is forced here. They've got to get this. They're down 5. Desperation time here on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the Lions get the win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Green Bay.